1 and 2. So that's around 69.05 and 68.75. Now there's another 2 levels as well, but the main 2 levels we are focused on are the ones that we open up in between, right? So when we open up on Sunday, right, afternoon EST, we want to be focusing on these 2 levels. So around 6900 and 6880, 6890, around roughly that sort of region. So I want to kick things off, right? Let's first focus on 6905. Now, why is 6905 a key level? The reason 6905 is a key level is because price left a massive supply, right? Or price left a supply in general. So last week on Monday, you can see here, this was Monday's price action, right? Then we went to Tuesday, we had Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday, we finished near Monday. So on Monday began the sell-off, right? So this circled region over here represents the sell-off. So that yellow box over there is our key level. Now, again, what made that key level valid was it came from a 15-minute fair value gap, and there were limit orders absorbing market orders, creating supply. So the reason that happened very simply is because of this. At 69.05, so this was around 69.01 to 69.10, roughly that sort of region over here, Monday sold off. And so what was going on in that yellow box? Well, this is the yellow box zoomed in on the order flow footprint charts, right? So this is the ATAS platform. So what you can see here, right, this blue box is the same as this gray box. So if you're trading key levels and you don't truly understand who is in control at that level, then you have no business trading at that level, right? That level is just any random zone or any random line. What makes a key level valid is you need to know whether it's supply or demand. And how do you know whether it's, in this case, supply? It's by reading the order flow. So if you look at the order flow carefully, we're just looking at the 3 candles that tap in, 1, 2, and this big red candle. So let's take a look at this candle over here, right? We see 3 for 69. Now, I've made a lot of videos on how to interpret footprint charts and how to use the ATAS platform to your advantage. But what's really going on over there is you see 3 market participants hitting the bid, and you see 69 market participants hitting the ask. So what that means is there's 3 aggressive sellers versus 69 aggressive buyers. All right, so for those who can do quick math, the delta is going to be 69 minus 63. So that's going to be 66. So we have a positive delta of 66. Okay, now we see the same thing over here. So we see 33 for 109, and then we see 13 for 69, right? So bearing in mind, this was the second sell-off around about 11:30 Eastern. This was the first sell-off at 9:30 Eastern, right? So we're looking at the second sell-off in this scenario. Now over here, what we can see the same thing, right? We see 13 for 69, and we see 33 for 109. The ask is a lot greater than the bid. So if we go back to our definition of what actually makes a key level, once you have a 15-minute fair value gap, or you can apply this to trend lines and other kind of other kind of tools in that way. Once you have a 15-minute zone or a half an hour zone, I like to use 15-minute fair value gaps. You want to ask yourself the basic question.